I'm not rich, I'm just wealthy. Spending all my money, somebody help me. Popping big bottles, my pockets are healthy. Now my team be going green, they arms out like a selfie. Back in the day when they had much to say, but now I'm balling out of control. Been attacking my goals, know what I want, gotta have it. A bachelor snatching his rose, a bastard with froze. Cause nobody followed the style, y'all in denial. Collected a handful of ones and you call it a pile. Could it sponsor $1 a mile, running laps on the beat while you running your mouth. How many thousands do I spend on shit I don't need? Money is nothing but digital greed. Me the girl at the club ever pick NFTs. Sheesh. Go ahead and pretend you've had enough of me until I pull out a rack and you come sit on the lap of luxury. Really, I'd have it comfortably if it wasn't for hot girls and cold drinks. Her body language is speaking to me, but let me see what her soul thinks. Throw 100, then another, grab a stack, watch it flutter. Something like a speech impediment, how them double D's in trouble. I'm not rich, I'm just wealthy. Spending all my money, somebody help me. Popping big bottles, my pockets are healthy. Now my team be going green, they arms out like a selfie.
Run it up from the top, yeah. Run it up like a clock, yeah. Drum it up, coming up, I'm gonna drum it up just like it's supply, yeah. Look at me, I'm flashy, gassing up my ride with cash, flashing big faces, stash, showing off like Nikey ass. I'm paid up when I'm laid up, when I stay up in that class. Got my blade tucked and I stay clutching, cause boys puffing that pass. You mean mugging my team, man, we mean thugging and
Welcome, everybody, to a White Collar Rhymes Wednesday Reaction Review Show. I am going to be your host tonight. I am Nikki Joe, if you don't know. Normal co-host on Wednesdays. Paradise and Bird are MIA. They are flight risks, and they are gone for this Wednesday. So today I have co-hosting with me Mr. Ray Stans.
Hi, Nikki.
Hi. And we also have Rogue Jepson.
What's up, bro?
It's a little bit late where he's at, so we're going to try to not be up too late, listen to some good music. Here on Wednesdays, we review your music. We do all genres. We are all inclusive with everything. We do producers, any even mixes if you want reviews. We do have a queue on Discord. You can join. The links are in our... if you do the exclamation point and feedback or Discord, they're all in our Twitch chat. And if you're not following, of course, hit the follow button. But we are going to go ahead and get started here shortly. And welcome, everybody. If you have any questions, feel free to ask us. We're all in the chat, too. How has your guys' week been?
Shout out Vulgar Banshee in the chat.
Woo.
My week's good. My week is really good. You guys, how about you guys?
Rogue, you tired?
It's been a week. I'm always tired.
Hi, Alsavan.
Is my mic working?
Some booty. Well, I guess that's good depending on what's the booty.
Also, which track out of the two do you want us to play tonight, Alsavan? Let us know in the chat, because normally we only do one, but I don't know. I'll have to see how Nikki feels or how Rogue feels when we get to the second one. But if you got a preference,
just let us know. Definitely which one's the first preferable. And then if we have time, we'll play it. But generally, we only do two. If you guys want a tip, we can play double songs. If you want to skip the line, you can shoot us a tip too. And that's how you can jump up. We have our priority feedback queue we start with, and then we move into the regular schmegular queue. With everybody else that didn't tip or support us in that way, but still are here to support and be part of the community. I don't boo people. Paradise would say boo. Ooh, he's the purple people eater.
Oh, this purple. Yeah, I can switch the place up. Let's see what else we got.
I picked the purple. But yeah, if you guys did want to tip or anything, that is how you jump the queue. But we do start with our priority queue, which is our subs. If you are a Twitch subscriber and have not linked it to your Discord, there are directions on how to do that in the Discord too. So definitely do that. So then you can have access to the priority or the rich queue.
Okay.
Oh.
What a Wednesday. Hey, you know what? This is it occurs to me that this is all hosts who have joined, I think, right, because OG hosts, like Dyson Debra, this is one of the first weeks where maybe they haven't been on a Wednesday, and it's all people who have joined after them.
Yeah, this is
pretty interesting.
Yeah, this is my Wednesday show debut, isn't it? Oh no, I did the bird's nest one time.
Right.
Yeah, but other than that, I've never been on the Wednesday review show.
Shout out Wednesday crew. Shout out Dice. Shout out Bird. We miss you guys. Travel safe.
Yes. And I don't know if Pcash is in here. He normally joins on Wednesday.
I remember when we used to do Friday show and he joined right at the end and then submit a track when we were ready to finish.
Yeah, he's normally earlier on Wednesday. We normally play him when he's in here, but we could start with Esteban if you guys want.
Oh,
that's a good idea. Have we seen it? Have we seen Esteban here? Esteban said they deleted the second track, so we only got one to choose from now.
Yeah, start off with that, and then since he's here or they're here, then we can go from there.
Let's go.
One sec. I just need to download and get it.
Sorry, guys, I'm real relaxed because I'm super nervous. I've never hosted.
You feel nervous?
Normally, I just don't care. Now I care too much.
I think it's because of the era of like work video conferences that like it just feels like another call during the day. You know, like,
yeah, I'm kind of used to it now.
Work. It's because I'm 33 now.
Happy birthday!
Yeah, happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Nikki.
Hi, AWOL.
Hey, Wall.
Ciao, AWOL.
One half of Raywall, the up and coming epic nerdcore duo, taking over the bandwidth, all the fiber optics and copper cables.
When's the album dropping? WCR Nerdcore.
Once we get through, I think 5 tracks. We're like 2 finished with 2 starts, and then there might be just got to figure out a 5th, and we'll definitely get there. I guarantee you. They will.
Ray, why did you just sound like you went under the ocean?
I'm sorry.
Okay. Should we get into the first track?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is Damn Demo from Esteban.
Who's caught? I'm caught. What you do? It's been a month now. But you wanna lay down. I'm in my place now. On my way down. Captivated by the mansions, sex from your daughter, and elated by the slaughter. So I say, looking at the mirror all my life, what can I say but damn? They've been looking at me through the mirror. What can I say but damn? Who's caught? I'm caught. What you do? It's been a month now. But you wanna lay down.
Okay.
So there we had Savant with the Damn Demo. It is abstract music. They had said for this feedback for myself, I'm trying to, because it was really short, trying to gather what exactly you're trying to get specific feedback on. I definitely can tell the abstract aspect of it. I feel like it's still very raw and unfinished. Like there could be more to it because it almost doesn't make sense for just what it is. There has to be something a little bit more, I guess, directional with it. I know it's abstract though, so it makes it kind of hard to be like that. Your vocals, I liked your vocals on it. Definitely maybe some layers that were kind of more together to add, even if you still want to have the abstract where they're, crossing over, definitely still add those other layers to kind of pad your voice so it's not so much, because your voice was a lot and the beat was very different too. So definitely that would help possibly mesh them and bring them more into almost an EQ, like just the same, levels and everything. Adding that padding of something else behind just the one layer, just definitely some additional layers if you're crossing over. But yeah, definitely what Psycho Parasite is saying, the harmony placement, it wasn't quite right. So definitely see about lining that up and giving that extra padding just to give it a little bit more feel to bring it more into fullness with the rest of the beat, because the beat is just a little bit different and out there. So that's how I feel about it. I don't know about you guys, right?
I would agree with a lot of what you said, Nikki. So like, I want to preface what I'm about to say by like, I kind of like it conceptually, and I'm glad you mentioned abstract, because I didn't realize that was how the artist had qualified it. Without that, I would have thought, okay, like I don't even really know what to make of this or what to say about it. Now I think of it as more like, like a bit of avant-garde, not necessarily like a radio piece, but still kind of interesting artistically. And I think I can perceive elements of that here. But the beat, I mean, as it is, I don't know if Esteban, if you have control over the beat or you're working with a producer who can make changes. It definitely sounded, it was kind of cool tonally, like on one hand. On the other hand, it sounded like a bit like a broken carnival instrument, like somebody cranking like a broken calliope, like at a carnival. Like it was giving me very like hurt-gurdy, like kind of weird, rhythm and vibes. Shout out AWOL.
25. Oh, Jesus.
I know. Thank you. Well, he's in meetings, so I don't know if he has volume on. So just type and thank him. Love you, AWOL.
And then the vocals, I like, what often gets said about Esteban, and I kind of agree. It's like you hear something there, like Esteban can deliver like tonally and like keep a theme and like a motif and kind of like hold the audience attention. The vocals sounded almost completely unmixed, like a raw recording, and very present to me. So I don't know, there's like parts here that like it kind of makes sense, but like not a cohesive whole just yet. But I'm interested. But like for me, it's just sort of like a curiosity right now. It's not like a song yet.
Yeah, he said it wasn't mixed, so that makes sense for me. I was like, it obviously didn't feel finished. Rogue.
Okay. So I think I've only heard like 2 songs but from Esteban before. They have a very good voice. But I was kind of thrown off in this song because I didn't know who it was, like what it. I heard the lyric "sex with your daughter" and I was like, "So is this a song to a parent?" It kind of threw me off. I don't know, but yeah, it was kind of everything that these two have said about the mix, and VA in chat has been right about the mix. Kind of sounded as if you were in about 6 different places around the mic. In some places, but yeah, definitely keep working on this one, and I actually do want to know who's this addressed to, this song.
I didn't even get to the lyrics. It was very Devi-esque for me. All I could do was focus on the sounds this first listen.
I might have heard it wrong, but I think it said "sex with your daughter," and I was like, that's an interesting lyric. Okay. Yeah. Shout out Esteban.
Shout out Esteban. Shout out Psychoparasite in the chat tonight.
Shout out Smoking Latte.
Shout out Smoking Latte.
Hi, Smoking Latte. Hi, Crown Chakra.
Shout out Streamlabs. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, if it weren't for them, we wouldn't be here.
All right. Well, I don't know if P-Cash is going to come, so we can go with P-Cash.
Okay.
And next up we have P-Cash. He is Drippy in Discord, so if you like him, hit him up, collab, whatnot. Comment. This is Rockstar.
4 hours ago. Okay.
Zig in the chat. What up, Zig?
I'm fucked up and I got many reasons. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh whoa. I'm fucked up and I got many reasons. Try to fall in love, broke my heart all in pieces. I'm trying to change the way that I'm living. I can't trip, see my dreams that I'm chasing. I'm not a rapper, I'm a rock star. Hop up right up on that stage when chrome hard. You see the pain, you see the love, you see them grinning. You see them cry, you see them hug, you see the image. And it's a struggle, I know, climbing up that ladder. Stack it up, this music got invested and manifested. My whole life I Try to hit me with lightning, but I can see through you. Hey, who you, queen? Don't try to play me, you ain't tricking me. Cheat on me and we gon' see how my guys pull up and turn into a I'm fucked up and I got many reasons. Try to fall up, broke my heart all in pieces. I'm trying to change the way that I'm living. I can't trip, see my dreams that I'm chasing. I'm not a rapper, I'm a rock star. Hop up right up on that stage when chrome hard. You see the pain, you see the love, you see them grinning. You see them cry, you see them hug, you see the image. Why you holding out your hand for? You wasting time and getting shit, though. And I'm singing out my soul for my angels that ain't make it home. I'm not a rapper, I'm a rock star. Hop up right up on that stage when chrome hard. You see the pain, you see the love, you see them grinning. You see them cry, you see them hug, you see the image.
Rogue.
Oh, never stopped playing in my ear.
Anybody just joining? That was P Cash Rockstar. We were doing reviews and Rogue. How did you feel about that? You seem to have a little bit of.
I like that one. It was kind of, well, definitely up my alley with the melodic kind of rap style. It definitely had some like a bit of sad boy in it as well. So yeah, right up my alley. This is probably the best P Cash song I've heard, but I haven't heard a song from him in a long time. I think last time would have been like before Florida, which is 2 months ago. So yeah, it's good to see him back again. But I'm assuming he's been around the Wednesday show quite a few times. Yeah, I have no critiques for this song. But yeah, top track.
Right.
I agree with Rogue. I thought it was extremely dope. I liked the mix. I thought it sounded really good. I liked the vibe overall, the style. The one thought I had, like mix wise, and again, I think it sounds fantastic as is. Although I wondered a little bit more about like more of a reverby sound at points, or just like a bit of more effects on the voice, just to kind of, because it was a very present and clear and well mixed vocal. But I could have just, I was imagining maybe like a little bit more reverb, like at certain parts, just to kind of add a little spice and pizzazz, because it's a very strong performance. The one thing to be careful of is like, all right, so let's say the song blows up and it starts to get a lot of traction and it's super popular. I think the delivery of Rockstar, like the way you deliver it, almost exactly like the Post Malone style. Yeah. Like you got to be careful of called the tribute. I think it's called the Tribulation. I think that's what got Cisco with the thong song, and Ricky Martin was able to say, "You said "Livin' La Vida Loca" just like me," and like he owns like 70% all the royalties now. So you don't care about that, fine, but like just something that I was thinking about, because like I definitely recognize that. But I thought it was dope. I really enjoyed that, actually. Shout out P Cash.
4 people just joined the server at the same time.
Oh well, hell yeah.
Yeah, I agree with the vibe. I actually agreed with Smoking, the Lil Shock one. Yeah, as per usual, P Cash, like you just consistently keep getting better. I loved all the different layers you have. Your energy is great. Your cadence, your flow, your melodies. You remind me a lot of Lamb, and I say this every freaking time. And I'm going to say this every Wednesday or Friday or any day that I review or hear your music. You and Lamb, you guys sound so much alike. You guys have the same vibe and style, and I love it. You guys are 2 of my favorites in the Discord. But yeah, I liked your different harmonies you had around all of your like dub harmonies or your ad-lib harmonies. They were nice. Your energy's great. I did like your hook a lot too, but I definitely agree that it was the Rockstar part was a little bit familiar. And I mean, that could be a good thing where people, will hear it and they'll associate it with that. But that could also be a bad thing associating with, another song rather than your song. So definitely keep that in mind too. But I mean, like, this was awesome. I definitely keep going. I didn't hear any big mix issues or anything. At the beginning, I was like, oh, it's quiet. But then I realized it was just kind of what you did with it. More of an artistic vibe to it. But yeah, even I liked all your highs, everything in this. This was a nice little jam.
Shout out Zog in the chat. Been a while since Zog came around. I think Zog is a dope artist.
Hi, Zog. Oh yeah, and welcome. Any of the first time people that have submitted, we start with a priority queue, which are subscribers either on Twitch, our server boosters, I believe, right? Our Discord subs. Do we do that for Discord subs? Yeah. And anybody that does tip to move to the priority queue, you can jump the line into the priority queue. You can submit via Discord. If you do submit via Discord, make sure that you put your chat name on Twitch in there too, if it is different, because otherwise we don't know who the hell you are. So, but we are still in the priority queue for anybody joining, and we are about to move on to One Hum, and we have Fish Islands featuring Nayshade and Majin Bougio. I think that is how you say that.
Okay.
AB, spin that bitch.
Yeah, she a 10. I told her shake her ass with a friend. Booty looking like a fish-eyed lens. Think I wanna dive in and swim. I brought my scuba gear, ho, I'm prepared. She'll bring the ocean, I'll swim when I'm there. Like we're chillin' on the beach. Told her bounce that ass on repeat. Shake it to the beat. She bent over and told me she a freak. She danced like a stripper, but say she never stripped. I told her it's all good, you can still get a tip. Always shoot 9, knowing 8 might miss. But if you got game, at least one gon' hit. Yeah, she a 10. Told her shake her ass with a friend. Booty looking like a fish-eyed lens. Think I wanna dive in and swim. I brought my scuba gear, ho, I'm prepared. She'll bring the ocean, I'll swim when I'm there. And she got me like
Da 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 da
I hit it, it jiggles, she moving, it wobble. Pussy so wet, I'ma need me some goggles. She sit on my dick and then swallow. Fuck her brains out till her head turn hollow, yup. You could call your boy the coochie crook. Knock that pussy out with a left hook. She ain't scared, I can't tell by the way she shook. Biting down on her lips and gave me that look.
yeah, she a 10. Told her shake her ass with a friend. Booty looking like a shy ends. Think I wanna dive in and swim. I brought my scuba gear, ho, I'm prepared. She'll bring the ocean, I'll swim when I'm there.
She get it right, got me feeling like a winner. Shout to keep it up, I'd eat the ass for dinner. You and me be looking fly in a picture. I don't know where you going, but I'm coming with ya. Da 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 da.
Okay.
I don't think that this is fixed.
What we're on scuba, do you
well,
anytime soon?
Yeah, they sound like such different qualities. That was One Hum. It was called Fish Islands, featuring Nayshade and Majin Bougio. Or Gio? I don't know. I think I'm saying that right. I think that I liked this overall. I thought that it was fun. I think that Deaver would have really actually enjoyed this, a fully mixed and finished product of this. The lyrics were funny. They had me laughing. Like, my ass only looks big in a fish island. So whatever this song, this girl is about, they're lucky. But for One Hum, I know that you were the first one. I definitely recognized it. You definitely seem like you're getting a little bit more comfortable with your flow. From what I have heard. I do feel like, it's the basic party vibe. I feel like your vocals, and I don't know if this was mixed at all, I feel like your vocals are a little bit on top of the beat. They're too high. You need to turn them down for the first verse. They I wanted to say that it was layers, but I heard your dubs in there. Well, I heard your libs in there. So I don't think it's a layer issue. I think your highs, your brights are too high. I hear crackling and certain would have been mouth noises, like just where the mix is just it's a little bit clear. And I know I think that you were mixing your own vocals. I don't remember. But I definitely, if it is mixed, definitely make sure that you bring your vocals down, because they're too clear. They're way too clear, which means that you have them too bright. From what I feel about that. For the second that second verse, I really like that guy's vibe. He's very comfortable on a beat. So I'm guessing that is Nayshade. I'm guessing. I don't know. I don't know. But they very comfortable on the beat. I liked their lyrics. They made me laugh a lot. But I don't really have any qualms about his quality seemed okay too, which makes me feel like maybe you guys all mixed everything separately and put it together. I don't know. It seems like the mixes were completely different. And then the female, possibly Majin. Yours was so short. Why was it so short? You did like 8 and then just done. I feel like it was, so what was it, 8? Not even.
Yeah,
I feel like
so.
the other
Yeah, it was two 8s. It was a 16 and then 2 8s for the verses.
Yeah, I feel like hers seemed so short. I would have loved to hear her so much more. And I think that hers should be in the middle. But then with the hook, it kind of makes it hard because I'm pretty sure the la da 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 is like part of, because it does break up the guys' verses. But I don't know. I almost feel like she should have been in the middle or even at the beginning of this song. But I know it's hard to start someone else on your song at the beginning. Just to break you guys up a little bit more, just as the masculine versus feminine voice. Although you guys do have very dynamic, different voices, they do sound good together on this, and it sounds like it's going to be a fun track. Sorry, I went a lot over on that review. But yeah, I liked her lyrics too. So I definitely want to know if they are Nayshade or Majin, because that's somebody that I'd like to follow, and hopefully they would join the Discord too. I love female artists. That's how I learn.
I definitely got Alexander Stan. I think that's the artist's name. Mr. Saxo Beat, the song. It has the exact, the da 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 da. It has that exact tune, like as the thing. So either it was a sample or it was just very similar. I'm not too sure. Yeah,
definitely a style for sure. Yeah, it's like yeah.
I felt like the hook, the went a little bit off key at one point, but other than that, with the mixing in the first verse, it just sounded like on top of the beat. Also, try adding like reverb or something. It does kind of like help with sounding more a part of the music. And also, I do recommend, if you're like new to me, I don't know how new you are to mixing or whether you even mix at all. I recommend like getting someone else to mix your vocals, then you know how they sound, like how they should sound anyway. So get someone who's like experienced, and then you can like try and push for that sound as much as possible. Because that's definitely something that I've like tried to do. But yeah, I did actually enjoy the track. A couple of the lyrics made me laugh. It wasn't too silly where it was like goofy. It was just like, you had fun making it. So yeah, props to you guys.
I'm having a strange night because normally I'm more of like a lyrics listener, but the first few tracks I've just been kind of focused on the sound and like the mix and some of the like the structure of the song. Structure wise, I would like this to be either consistent 8-bar verses throughout or consistent 16-bar verses throughout. I didn't like getting 2 8-bar verses after having had a 16 to begin with. I agree with all the mix comments. I feel like it just needs a professional mix to make it consistent. It doesn't sound like that's happened yet. If it has, check with the engineer and just I think listen and point out the inconsistencies that can be heard throughout, like the like Rogan and Nikey were saying. I like the vibe overall. I like the beat, the energy. First artist and the artist on the hook, which is out. It's One Hum, right? And Nikki, you were commenting on One Hum maybe being like, a part of a journey, and I think their performance and recording could benefit from like. And I'm only just starting to get a hang of the subtleties of like a recording with just a little bit more energy. Like you don't have to start yelling, but like a little bit more pop and sizzle and like just kind of momentum and swing behind it, because it was very like relaxed, and that was good in a way, but it was also like a little bit just kind of subdued in a way. And this track demands like a little bit more. What the second and third artists were bringing was like a little bit of that, not as much slack in the vocal. So, but that can be tricky to manage. And that was an issue, I think, on the verse and the hook. And I think the hook could benefit from that same type of, re-recording and, bringing a little bit more to the performance. And, like Dice was saying in a recent episode, I think bringing in, the third artist who had part of the hook anyway on that other part of it, right? Because it was like two parts, right, guys? Can you help me figure? Like it was like the sung part, and then One Hum was doing a part too, right? Or I don't know. I got a little bit lost in the structure, but like I could hear two people on the hook section and not just one, just to kind of add a little bit more interest and engagement for the listener. That's my 2 cents. I don't know. But I think overall it is pretty neat. I kind of want to see them finish it off, do more with it, and see where it goes.
Okay.
All right, One Hum. That seems to be like a lot of feedback for a pretty good song. I can't wait to hear it finished, fully mixed. If you do have somebody mixing it, then definitely have them fix it. If not, find someone in Discord. We got a bunch of guys, Dice, Jacob. We got a bunch of guys that are mixing, and people that are learning to mix too. That would probably like a chance.
We have two guys.
I mean, we have other people that mix
So
too.
we have plenty of people. Just name 2 guys.
There's engineers. Those are just the 2 that I know.
Passive will mix, rogue will mix.
Passive will mix, rogue will mix. People have been learning to mix too. So if it's something you guys are working on, then get help from the Discord. So for our next one, we have, if he's still in here, King Zig. Not to be confused with Zog. This is King Zig. King Zig.
People called him that for a while, though, didn't they?
Yeah, I know. That's why I wanted to say King Zog, and I'm like, oh, I can't say that. But this is called Intuition. Is this new, Zig?
Zig be giving us a bunch of recycled stuff week after week. Come on, Zig, give us something from this week. Is it new?
If you guys are in chat as we are about to give you feedback too, feel free to drop what you're looking for feedback. Feel free to give us a little bit of background behind the track too. Like, we like to know that stuff because it helps us give better insight. We're here to help you.
Okay, it's new.
Yeah, we're here to help you, so we can help you better if we know what to help you on.
Meanwhile, hey Zog. So not to be confused with King Zig, I see Zog in the chat. Zog, please drop something. Drop something in the queue for us tonight. Zog again is a dope artist who we all need to hear from and familiarize ourselves with. But shout out King Zig in the meantime.
Is it mixed, yeah. Zig? If it's not mixed, it's trash.
No, he said it's his. It says it's his mix.
Oh,
okay.
Which means doubles will be loud.
Okay. We still love you. All right, here we go with some King Zig.
King. You ever can tell somebody being fake up in your face? That's your intuition. I got a crazy intuition. On my downfall, they wishing I give too much competition, y'all. If you been in my position, you would get it. But if you ain't really with it, then don't get involved. I got a crazy intuition, y'all. I got a crazy intuition, y'all. I keep my head up on a swivel and I try to keep it simple. You too little, so don't piss me off. I gotta get right with the sick rhymes, going big time. Told you guys you don't wanna come to this side. I can see a snake before he even bite me. Fool me, that's unlikely. Intuition heightened, yeah, I'm fast as lightning. What I gotta do, stand up on my business and I follow through. Lots to prove, you can never fold, life will swallow you. These is just the rules and regulations. Follow these and have some patience. Every day of life get taken, gotta make it through the hatred. What they don't teach you up in school, in the streets you be a fool. Can't be sleep, it ain't no rules, nah. Yeah, man, I gotta keep it cool. I don't really need a crew, you don't know what that mean to you, dog. I'm just trying to get monetized. It'll always be a stronger guy, long as they not just along for rides. Don't have time, I got a song to write. Everybody want the longest life. They don't know it could end all tonight. Words for this is called your pride. Contemplating what the compromise, yeah. And if it ain't a perfect execution, it's a worthless dead excuse. And I don't work it in my music, nah. Intuition telling me the garbage what they selling me. Run up on me wrong, I might have to catch a felony. Cause these days just a weak case. Give you 3 days in a holding cell in a weak state. Might as well keep a clean face. I won't never let them get to me. I won't let them take my dignity. Realest artists in the industry. I got a crazy intuition. On my downfall they wishing I give too much competition, y'all. If you been in my position you would get it, but if you ain't really with it then don't get involved. I got a crazy intuition, y'all. I got a crazy intuition, y'all. I keep my head up on a swivel and I try to keep it simple. You too little, so don't piss me off.
All right, that was King Zig with Intuition, and we do have a subscriber queue. It is a priority queue. I'm not sure what your name is in our Discord.
Sorry. Sorry, I just saw Loose in the chat. I got
excited. If you link your Twitch to your Discord, it should show up for you, the priority queue. If not, just tag either at Nikki Joe, well, it's Neoki Joe in Discord, at Ray or Rogue in the lounge, and we'll get you in the priority queue because you are a sub. But Rogue, what did you think about that track?
So I'm not even going to say anything about the mix because he's already said about it. Yeah, I think this is actually my favorite Zig track that I've heard. I liked his flow. Passive pointed out his short rhyme scheme, which he was doing in his verse. I think. Okay, I will bring up the mix. On the hook, I wasn't crazy about the fact that it was just 2 layers in one in each ear. I feel like a third one down the center would have been what this needed. But yeah, I think I'll definitely give this one a listen again when it comes out. Yeah.
I like that thing. I am going to comment on your mix because I'm a dick. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not. I actually, the only thing with your mix, I feel like you need to turn your reverb down a little. It might be your delay. I couldn't quite tell. In your hook part, I feel like it's a little bit off in that as compared to your verses. And I know that it should be a little bit different, but it's a little bit too much. But your vocal is a little bit on top of the beat too. Maybe turn that down a little bit. But oh yeah, and then at about 1 minute in, you sound like you're running out of breath. And when you're saying gotta make it through the hatred, I think that if you didn't punch in there, maybe you should go back and punch in there or just listen to that like little section by those lyrics there for a second, because it sounds like you run out of breath to where you are catching yourself, and it creates that weird like throat noise sometimes, like like that's almost like what it sounded like it was kind of making, but really we were trying to do it real quick. So maybe just rethink about that, because that actually did catch me off a little bit. But I was listening a little bit more to it and trying not to listen to your mix. But I really liked your different schemes you had in here. You did not sound the same exact all the way through. You had different melodies. I'm like so super proud of you for that. When you did your these days, weekdays, when you did that whole rhyme scheme at about I think that was like 150-ish, and I really liked your whole scheme around that area. But yeah, I would just say with the mix, I don't think that it was bad. But yeah, there was that one thing I was like, wait a second. And then just maybe the vocals down a little bit, the beat up a little bit. I feel like that's mostly in your verse, not in your hook so much though. Mm-hmm. But a good job, right?
Yeah, shout out Zig. Agree. I think I agree with the mixed comments from Nikki and Rogue. I think it could benefit from a remix or somebody else mixing it potentially. Agree with Passive. You bring in the usual energy and engagement as an artist. For me, as a Zig fan, this I think would be for me like potentially a skip on like a Zig album. You know, like it's definitely got the usual Zig hallmarks of quality and characteristics, but for me, like lyrically, like it was a little bit too much with the short rhyme schemes and nothing, like just a little bit generic and nothing really grabbing me lyrically between the hook and like the verse. You know, and that's just me. That's just my impression. But I still definitely appreciate it for what it is. And I was going to say the same thing as Nikki Joe, which is that Zig, I think this is one of the better jobs you've ever done of like choosing, like deliberately making a cadence switch mid verse. You know, to Nikki's point about the rhyme scheme and the switch up, that stood out to me as like something that was important to hear. So shout out for that. But yeah, no, yeah, solid. You know, for me as a fan, like I said, you know, maybe not the number one Zig track for me, some things to appreciate, but that made my criticisms.
It's crazy how like we're completely at other ends of the table now. Of like this being one of my favorite Zig tracks, this being one of your least favorite.
Yeah, you know, hey, shout out Bird, shout out Dice. They say it time and again. It's like we're just people having a reaction. You know, we're going to be honest about it, and that's what it is. It might be different tomorrow if you play it for me again. You just happen to catch me on a this random Wednesday.
Time and place you hear a song is different. So, shout out Zig.
Shout out Zig, good job. And for our next review, listening for our ears, we have none other than Demar, and he is submitting Crash.
Crash. Get some DSer on that. Fucking hell.
We got to.
What you know about staying down? Tetris in my bank account. What you know about love, baby? Tryna go for 30 rounds. What you know about G my love? Cats clothes, I'm turned down. What you know about crashing out? Papa nigga, talking loud. What the fuck they talking about? Nigga, I'm trim for the world up. Nigga, I'm spinning. What you know about sending pay to their phones? I let my people win. What you know about being thrown off? Nigga, I almost killed my twin. What you know about suicidal thoughts? Nigga, I almost seen the end. But can't go out like that. I remember back then I was so broke that bitch ain't even right back. What the fuck that nigga be flexing his gun, knowing that he ain't catch a head. All them times I sent my bag, mama I know I'm fucking up. I see my demons in the cup, smoke just building in the lungs. I like the way she turned me on, baby let me put it on your tongue. From the back I made her run, I had to treat her like a thug. Came a long way to that band, remember I was sleeping on the rug. You heard my songs, now you creeping in my mind. They say it's worse, now I gotta keep in mind. You heard my songs, now you creeping in my mind. They say it's worse, now I gotta keep in mind. What you know about staying down? Tetris in my bank account. What you know about love, baby? Tryna go for 30 rounds. What you know about G my love? Cats clothes, I'm turned down. What you know about crashing out? Papa nigga, talking loud. What the fuck they talking about? Nigga, I'm trim for the world up. Nigga, I'm spinning. What you know about sending pay to their phones? I let my people win. What you know about being thrown off? Nigga, I almost killed my twin. What you know about suicidal thoughts? Nigga, I almost seen the end. But can't go out like that.
There we had Demar and for this review, Ray, what did you think about Demar this time around?
This was one of my least favorite Demar tracks that I've heard, and one of the least favorite. Like, it's interesting in the context of like we got one from him recently, like after him getting newer equipment that was like very wonderfully mixed and sounded very good. And I think the whatever he was doing with his lead vocal on this one was like kind of strange and mix wise. And then I think the beat was kind of strange too. Like there was some strange elements in it that were a little bit distracting and clashing with his performance. I mean, I don't know. Shout out to Mara, still doing his thing. I do actually hear him stretching and growing on this, like in his delivery and some of what he was doing. It wasn't. I just felt different presence and elements in the performance on this, despite some of the things I was mentioning that were distracting me. So yeah, as always, shout out to Mar. Again, not one of my favorite ones that we've heard. But I think it's just Amar working through new sounds, new approaches, probably.
I'll go. So today I've been working on masters, like trying to understand them, and I could tell this one wasn't mastered. So I made progression there, at least. Yeah, the vocals were a bit low. So at first I had to turn up my volume, but I think the entire track as a whole was quite low. So yeah, the beat was a bit bizarre.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the melodies and like I don't really know.
There was like an element. It was like a zip tie noise. It was just like a croak, like it was kind of just definitely distracting me.
Yeah. Interesting beat, but yeah, a bit distracting.
Yeah, I had the same thing with the beat. Rogue. I think it's like laser noises.
It's like a yo-yo, like someone's recorded letting a yo-yo go. So weird. But yeah, I'm with Ray with it being one of my least favorite Demo tracks, but I'm sure you're just testing a new sound.
Nikki?
Okay. I had the same notes about the beat being a little bit weird. For me, I feel like it clashed with your voice a little bit because the lasers, they seemed like, I'm pretty sure that it was like laser sounds. I guess it reminded me of the sounds in a Laser Tag arcade. Like if you go down to like a Legion or something, like CJ Barrymore's. Sorry, Michigan stuff. But yeah, I don't know about the beat. I would maybe do a different beat because I did like some of your lyrics in this actually. To be honest, it was a little bit different than most of your lyrics. But other than that, I mean, like the mix, there was a lot of little things off and the beat made the whole thing kind of distracting. The mix, I feel like your vocals were too low. So I couldn't hear everything you were saying. And I feel like the beat was overpowering. It's because there were so many things going on. You did have some plosives, so be mindful of that when you're recording, Damar, because you normally don't have plosives. I normally don't hear plosives, or I don't have like any type of like issues like that with sibilants or anything that I normally hear on your stuff. But I heard quite a few plosives in this. Like when you like put it on your tongue, like I heard a lot of louder plosives. So definitely be careful. I don't know if you're recording something different. I know that you were, switching between equipment and stuff like that. I know that you had some stuff. I know Dice sent you some stuff.
What's a plosive?
A plosive when you pop your peas. But he said, put it on your tongue. Yeah.
Okay.
Rogue Jepson.
Like your sibilants would be the S's. Like I have a lot of sibilants because I draw out my S's. But yeah, those were some of my main things. With
I'd be like,
yeah. Like if you were to say P cash.
Just my volumes after that. Fucking hell.
But yeah, definitely.
ASMR from Ray.
Those. I think that was the biggest thing. I mean, like it was a little bit different, and I think that I just didn't. I really think it was the beat for me, because it wasn't anything that you were really doing that much different. Although you did have plosives, but yeah, I think it was mostly the beat for me. So maybe rethink your beat choice here, or see. I feel like the melody that the lasers or whatever those were doing was clashing with the melodies of your vocals. I think that's what it was. So yeah, I would definitely just be mindful of that and be mindful of your piece. Turn your mouth. Just
mind your peas.
Mind your piece.
Mind your peas.
Oh, Rogue is frozen.
Oh,
yep,
is
sorry.
he?
He's back.
Oh, I was like, I saw him moving. What do you? All right, and that was once again Dimar. And up next, we are going to have still in the priority queue for anybody that is joining. If you are not showing the priority queue and you're a sub, possibly you have to link your Twitch. I believe we figured out the one. However, we do the priority queue first, then we move into the regular schmegular queue. And if you did want to skip up or anything like that, or jump into the priority queue and you're not a sub, go ahead and sub, and or send us a tip, exclamation point tip. We'll give you the link. Same thing with feedback. If you're joining and want to submit something for review, we review all genres and all things. So up next, though, we do have a little bit of some passive. And it looks like it's a concept based on the title, but it's called Twice as Much as Most. And here we go. A little bit of ear candy, hopefully.
It's day and night when I think about it. Look, your day and night. That's all. Right. And dealing with the bullshit and the side effects. Rappers at the pulpit. You niggas ain't a threat. I remember everything. I remember, yeah. I remember everything. I remember, yeah. Now I'm a little more functional. Now I'm a little less stressed. Now that I went and got sober, I done diminished my debt. Except, really I'm not even sober. But I've been diminishing debt. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. I just finished on a breast.
Yeah, started out blowing out smoke in the breeze. Spinning the product of chopping down trees. Leash of the beat if you come with the cheese. Underground lock, I got the keys. Before I got put us on walk, man, I make a list who hating on me. Daily it changes, I'm not complaining. Obvious based on my latest 16. Fuck, man, positive comments are getting erased. Sign of the times when the latest and greatest are getting replaced. They looking red in the face. Gotta say fuck you to crit. The fuck is this shit? I had a thought and I lost it again. Not worth the energy, you are not one of the greats.
Why am I driving so fast, going nowhere quick? It's a recipe to crash. Give me liberty, give me that. It's about downtown, you give me my respect. Long live my brothers, long live baby mothers, long live those above us, long live those. Yeah, twice as much as most. My work ethic undisputed as the GOAT. Brody died on a slope. Something that I probably won't ever forget. The fidget spinner was the shit, and then COVID hit. Real unfortunate. Yeah, rushing to look out the window to see if mama coming. Back and forth window to TV, watching something. Fuck, the joke is on me. Channel 53. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Heavy-hearted headaches, hugs over handshakes, tears falling off her face to the concrete. Heavy-hearted headaches, heavy-hearted headaches, hugs over handshakes, tears falling off her face to the concrete. Heavy-hearted headaches. Still acting like I'm not that irrational when actually I am. Forgiveness was forgotten, they disrespecting again. I'm him, fuck them, living Timbuktu, high stepping in Timberlands. Last time I checked, Detroit was up by 10. Shout out Michigan, here it go again. Act like you've been there, we ain't never been. Act like you've been there, we ain't never been. Where I'm from, you ain't supposed to die young, you ain't supposed to tote gun.
All right, and that was Twice as Much as Most by our very own Passive. What do you guys think?
Rogue.
Okay, so the first half of the song, that was when it came out of I don't even know when the verse started, and he started full on spitting. That was fucking fire. Then it went into that auto-tune part, which was questionable. I think it was just a bit too heavy on the auto-tune, but it's only a concept, so it's just you're just messing about. You'll obviously fix it up when you come to release it. And then the beat switch came in. I could take or leave the second half of the song, but I can respect the lyrics. But it's just my style of things. I'm not the biggest fan of that kind of beat on the second half. But yeah, the first half, I would have loved to hear that as a full 3-minute track. That was really good. So, yeah.
Yeah, as a fan of Passive, like I was saying a moment ago, few songs ago, but as a fan of Zig, like this for me, like I could see being a nice medley, like on an album, you know, like different mix of styles and approaches and the beat switch and just kind of, I mean, there was a lot going on, you know, and obviously labeled it a concept. It's not a song. It's too much going on for it to be a song, but you know, it's definitely engaged as a passive listener. I liked the lyric about fidget spinners and COVID. I don't know, that line just like hit really, it was like brought up nostalgia and it was very relatable and it kind of brought me back. Yeah, passive.
Did you have a fidget spinner during COVID?
I did get one actually. It's Dwayne Reed in New York. One that was just, I guess it was a couple years before when they were like, I don't know, they were popular for whatever reason. I picked one up from my desk at work. Yeah.
I almost broke my fidget spinner during COVID. I spun it that much.
Yeah. That line definitely kind of was a really cool line. I like it overall for what it is. I don't need it to be anything else. You know, just Passive kind of doing his thing. Shout out Passive.
Yeah, shout out Passive for shout out Michigan. I love that you shout out Michigan. I mean, it's for the Lions, but well, but anyways, I really liked all of your change ups. You always have you're such an artist, like to the fact that like you literally, your music is always such art where it's so original. It's never the same as anything I've ever heard. And I absolutely love it. That's what makes you such an exceptional artist. I love all your different cadences, your different change ups. You changed so much in that. The one I liked your yeahs, all of that. The one notes that, or the couple, I guess the one main thing that I had on the whole thing, the mix overall and everything, when you start the part where it's, you know, the hogs overhand, it is a little bit loud, and I think that might be the part Rogue was talking about too. So maybe bring those vocals down a little bit, or maybe turn down the reverb or the delay. I liked the delay on it though, because it made me feel like I was like, because it was like kind of in the middle, and it was like almost like an intermission out to like the outro. Like I kind of liked it. Kind of was a mystical feeling. It kind of went with the whole song, the delay on it. But I don't know if maybe that's what was making it feel so loud. Was either the delay or the reverb on that part was a little bit high, or maybe it was a tune. But yeah, I really liked this whole thing. It was such a cool, chill vibe. You're just so dynamic with the different things that you do. I like it because I know I'm never going to hear the same thing. You know, you're so unique and original. You're one of my favorite artists in our Discord. So good job.
Shout out Smoking Latte for the $5.
Shout
I'm assuming that she doesn't have a track, but if you do, send it.
Do you have anything you want us to review? We will review anything. As D-Bird says, Instagrams, Facebooks, cakes, TV shows,
Tinder profiles, whatever.
T-shirts made in your youth.
Yeah, T-shirts.
Oh yeah, I submitted a T-shirt.
I forgot we reviewed Rogue's T-shirt. Smoking. I did used to have a T-shirt business.
To review, I submitted.
Mm-hmm. Your T-shirt that you made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I know where Dan is. I actually forgot to message you this morning. I totally pulled on the freeway this morning, and there was a license plate that said Dan in front of me, and I'm like, I found Dan. I have to.
Who's Dan?
It's from our Joe Jam Jackbox.
Hold on. Vulgar Band, she said review my art. We could maybe review one of the chibi off the $5 that Smoking Latte put out there. If Smoking Latte.
Which one's the most recent one?
The one of
Smoking Latte chibi, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The chibi are dope.
How do I?
I'm on the cusp of asking for one.
You gotta wait until they offer, and then you gotta be the first one to jump in.
No, I know. I saw it. I saw it today, but
are we gonna review the chibi?
Yeah, I'm just getting up. Oh, for God's sake.
Shout out on our review show, shout out.
Just gonna say sorry. Shout out Dice in the chat.
Hi guys. So after the review show, we review anything. So we will review anything you submit for. If you tip us, we do anything for money that we can on camera.
Liv, why are the chibis so thick? What's going on? I mean, it's
That's
like
what a chibi is. Is it chibi? I thought it was chibi. Is it
chibi, sorry, chibi.
chibi? That's what they are. They're like they're little like chunky animes. They're little kid chunky animes. I think that it's cute. I love the eyes. I love everything about it. Thick thighs, blue eyes, baby.
Did Vulgar draw Jacob's profile pic?
Yeah, she did.
I've always wondered where that came from.
But I love they really are. I gotta go look at other chibi style, but Liz chibi are dope. Shout out Liv.
Yeah. Shout out Liv. Okay.
I think that you did really good, and that's freestyle and hand drawn, and I think that's awesome. I cannot do that. Mine would look like just a fat stick figure.
Liv, I know you're starting a new job soon, and there's other people who want chibi, but if and when you have time, I think I would be asking for one at some point soon.
So
they're super cute. Thank you.
And if you did want to move out of the regular schmegular queue, you can jump the line to the rich people queue, where we do not serve pina coladas, but we think about them.
Wait, what? That went over my head.
Way over your head. Up next, we're
dictionary.
going to keep moving along, though, because we do have quite a few submissions. We have Jacob up next with Payback Pride. Payback, produced by Jacob. So I'm guessing this could just be a production, but he probably put vocals on it because it's Jacob.
Yeah, I really like what he's been doing with beats recently.
Like, Playback Pride. So that was Payback by Jacob. Obviously production. He did not have vocals on. Jacob, I like this. It was very, very different. I couldn't tell. I was trying to discern the different sounds you had, and I was really trying to pick apart the beat to really hear what you had in there, because I thought I heard kids like screaming, and then I was like, wait, is this sex noise? And I'm like, wait, is this a bed squeaking? I'm like, what is this? There was certain things I heard in there, and I need to know what you sampled in this beat. What that squeak and then that hee, like I gotta know what they are. Because I spent half of this song trying to figure that out. I really liked the change up. The different changes you had. I liked about one. I think it was like 145 in. I really liked everything. Just your whole change. It fit perfectly. You had the perfectly drum rolls and everything to segue. But your segues are always perfect. I'm just trying to pick apart exactly what you used for this beat. I liked it. I thought that it was very eclectic and different. I could definitely do something to this. I think any artist could. Do you guys know what you can use? Did you guys not hear those sounds? Am I crazy?
I don't.
Crazy.
I didn't hear
I
that.
did. I heard he like really, really quiet.
It was probably Jacob doing that, like
Maybe.
doing like little subtle vocal samples throughout. He probably snuck them all in.
Oh, and thank you for the tip. And bye, Smokin'.
Oh, he said he'll send the squeak sound that you think. Shout out Pixel Hood for the $5. I've got your song loaded up for next song. So
Nice. Yeah. Shout out Jacob. I'm gonna make my feedback super quick. I thought it was a dope beat. I thought it sounded really cool. I liked it a lot overall. I thought the kick and the snare element, the drum elements, sounded like a bit too loud and kind of flat to me. I don't know how to describe it. I'm not a producer. I don't have the ear that Jacob does. If he says it sounds right, it sounds right. So fuck me. But something about those elements just sounded like a little bit, just not quite hitting. You know, like it was kind of like a bit just washing out somehow to me. That's my 2 cents.
So yeah, the beat wasn't my style, but I can appreciate the sound of it. I specifically liked, like, I guess it'd be like leading into the hook where it like the drums, like I don't know the term for it. It's like the drums.
The drum roll.
Yeah, it was kind of a drum roll into the hook, like at the end. I don't know the term, but yeah, that was nice.
Would be a fill, like a fill, drum fill.
Those hi-hats was nice.
The squeak was nice though. Yeah,
It wasn't a squeak. I swear it sounded like kids laughing. It was so...
Jacob is listening to us talk about his music right now and looking at all of us and being like, I've schooled all 3 of these people heavily.
I know, right? Why are you nervous?
I'm going to ask them for feedback. Shout out Jacob.
It was a
shout out
test.
Jacob.
Like, I made it so that you guys would be mean, but you guys were nice. And then we did have a tip. So next up we have Prod Pixel Hood. I did throw it in
my alley.
What?
From the picture, it looks like it could be up my alley.
Probably. Such a horror plus horror movies and series.
Okay,
Are those
I'm interested.
features,
This has
or
29K listens. What? Okay. Okay.
That one.
I'm looking at the top comment on.
Chill out, guys. Yeah. That's what I saw just now.
Oh, there we had Prod Pixel Hood with Such a Whore. And I think that it's with horror movies and series.
Wait, sorry?
Huh?
What did you say? Sorry?
Prod, what did you do on this?
Prod, did you do the beat as well as some or all of
Yeah,
the
did you engineer, produce the beat only? Did you mix? I'm sorry, did you
produce
is
the
it your
beat?
vocals, your lyrics? Produce the
Friends
beat.
Okay. Friends
Okay.
sang.
Well, I
So-
enjoyed the beat. Do you want to go first, Ray?
Sure. Yeah, it sounds good. Like it's like fun up tempo, like bounce. It might be for me. I mean, it's not like something I would seek out or listen to personally. Not surprising. But definitely a good fun up tempo. Vocals, I don't know, like kind of quiet and muddled, and maybe not meant to be the prominent part of the performance of the piece. But I might have liked to have heard them a little bit louder. Yeah, it was like for me, it was a little bit too much. Like especially the drum pattern, it was just like kind of just boom, 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 the whole way through with like no variation. Some variation might have been nice in that regard. It was fun. I can't deny that it was like fun and like a decent vibe and kind of neat for what it is. I guess maybe try to tamp it down a little bit at some parts just to add some variation and interest for the listener. Otherwise, it's like way overwhelming.
So I saw a My Chemical Romance shirt in the picture, and I was like, "This is going to be up my alley." I did not expect that. So it's not my style of music at all. There was a lot to process with the beat, the lyrics. I can see people getting like really hyped to this. Plus 29,000 people seem to have liked it. So yeah, the lyrics are a bit graphic. I don't really. I don't know. I don't really know how I feel about this one. I enjoy listening to it, so I'll give you that. But it's not really something I go out and seek, like in my own time.
So I really enjoyed the beat. I thought that it was fun. I was very high energy. I liked the different changes in it. That was probably my favorite thing about this whole overall composition was the beat. So I'm glad that you did the beat. Because I feel like the lyrics are out there a lot. Actually, reading the lyrics, I wonder what this relationship dynamic is, or what it was. It makes me wonder about this relationship that this song is about, to be honest, a little bit more. But that might just be my feminine want to know gossip side. It sounds like something crazy happened. And obviously it was very, very, high BPM, high energy. So it was hard to understand the vocals because of the style of song it was, which I understand the specific style of the song. I feel like there was too much FX in the vocals, but obviously you didn't do that either. So there's really not much to say about that. But yeah, I really enjoyed the beat. So from that aspect, I think that maybe with a good mix, this would be a little bit better. I feel like the mix was definitely off because it was hard to understand with some of the effects on the vocals. Because even how fast you're saying or how fast you're singing, talking, or anything like that, I feel like you can still understand it if the mix is right. So that's my one biggest take back from this, is that it's kind of hard to understand. So definitely that aspect of it. The lyrics are hard to understand in their own, but on top of them actually being hard to listen to, it makes it a little bit harder, but I didn't mind it overall. I definitely would, maybe a more finished, polished product, would listen to this like my high energy spots, gym, doing like a morning, even sunrise, like, or sunset, jog. But that's my high energy stuff. Or if I'm really late for something, I could definitely speed through the highway to the song. But yeah, I did not mind that at all, in that aspect. However, definitely needs to just be polished up for sure. Obviously there's a market for it.
Yeah.
So with that, we're still in the priority queue. I know that you guys were wondering in the Reggie queue on if we were still in the priority queue. We are. That was a tip. If you tip, you can jump the line. You can skip the line. We do have Classy coming up next, and then we have Haza, which I believe is Curb, and then we'll be moving into the regular queue. And we generally go in order of how they're posted, unless you tip. Or if you sub, then you can jump this or give somebody a sub as well. So
let's go.
Classy's my favorite NPC. I've said it plenty of times. But yeah.
What makes Classy an NPC?
Because I've never spoke to him, but I like everything he does. I mean, just like I've literally never had a conversation with him or anything, but every time he drops a track, it's dope. So yeah.
Hey, so this is a little awkward, but I kind of just wanted to call and get it over with.
Please don't fuck my high up. Said you wanna be, said goodbye. I got too much water in my cup. You know you did me wrong, tryna paint me as the bad guy. Please don't fuck my high up. Said you wanna be, said goodbye. I got too much water in my cup. You know you did me wrong, tryna paint me as the bad guy. Break up through the telephone. Saw you tiptoe when I was in the zone. Feeling freer than I ever been. Say you need love when you never been in.
You're a human being, and I'm gonna make you take that chance. Certainly. Why, I wouldn't let her stay.
So, yeah.
Try to paint me as the bad guy. Telling everyone we know that I didn't try. Actions speak louder than words all through your lies. Fell in love with an angel devil in disguise. Yeah, I was the best that you ever had. I know you see that I'm happy, I can tell you mad. Can't believe I had a plan to ask for your hand. Oh, you fucking didn't know, praise kept like an ad. Please don't fuck my high up. Said you wanna be, said goodbye. I got too much water in my cup. You know you did me wrong, tryna paint me as the bad guy. Please don't fuck my high up. Said you wanna be, said goodbye. I got too much water in my cup. You know you did me wrong, tryna paint me as the bad guy.
Hey, so this is a little awkward, but I kind of just wanted to call and get it over with.
I don't need no apologies. I let you write the terms on the policies. I even asked you to think it over twice. Bitch, you made up your mind and then you rolled the dice. Every choice that you make comes with a price. Maybe take a step back and ask for advice. Society ain't another day when the light goes up. Just hope you made the right choice and hope that it pays off. Yeah, I'm the man, now in Japan. We're living good, next week we in France. You had your chance, but you still so far from man. Watching everything we break down and collapse. Please don't fuck my high up. Said you wanna be, said goodbye. I got too much water in my cup. You know you did me wrong, tryna paint me as the bad guy. Please don't fuck my high up. Said you wanna be, said goodbye. I got too much water in my cup. You know you did me wrong, tryna paint me as the bad guy.
So, yeah.
All right, and that was
Mr.
a Mr. Classy.
Classy.
Classy. Classy. Oh my gosh, you have such a
Classy.
velveteen voice. I love your voice. You're just so smooth. Same thing with Dice. You guys just the velvet voices. I love it. You have just very sultry, velvety vibe. I loved this vibe of this entire song. I loved your cadences, your tone. You had the perfect harmonies and dubs. There was a couple spots where I felt like your brights were a little bit too high. Just another almost like a crack in the mix. Like they were just too clear. So I don't know who mixed or if it's mixed, but it sounded like it was mostly mixed. I would definitely just maybe check that because it did sound a little bit too bright in a couple spots. But I loved the cohesiveness of this all. I thought that it ran together very well. It was a very sultry vibe. Very smooth. I enjoyed it. Right. He's like, I did not.
Mixed review for Classy. And again, it's like I could speak about somebody I'm a fan of, people we hear regularly, and like a lot of the music, hear things where they're experimenting and doing different things, switching it up a little bit. I didn't dislike this. What I felt was at about 1:30, 1:35, I had a moment where I looked to see how much was left, because it's something about the track was making me, it just felt a little bit, started to feel long to me. I appreciate that Classy. I mean, I don't know what you guys heard. A lot of times I think from Classy, we hear like a more emphatic style and more tones and kind of closer to singing, where this was a little bit more laid back with the vocal fry, but still great tones, Nikki, like you were saying. And I didn't dislike the sound. I just feel like for what it was, I don't know, like I could have used a section where you were like maybe belting a little bit more or doing something, because you kind of kept it kind of subdued. And I didn't hear enough happening from end to end to make me want to listen again. Like it sounds good, but like it was kind of, it gave me a bit of a static feel the whole way through. It didn't take me on enough, as much of an adventure as I would have liked as a listener. But like I've been saying online, I mean, I got to shout out Classy. You know, anybody I criticize, I would kill to be able to do what you do. I did think you sounded phenomenal. You can do a lot of great, you show them versatility. Maybe for you, this is part of your journey and kind of showing a more versatile side. And I just think it would have really popped with some more, like a section that was a little bit different than some of the other parts.
Yeah, this was very different to anything I've heard from Classy before. I, like Ray, did check how long was left at one point. It was kind of just the same delivery throughout the entire track, so I would have liked to be, as the song went on, you just like sang more and more. So like, and then the final hook, verse or hook, whatever, you'd kind of like belted it, but like in the middle one, you'd just like raise your tone a bit. That would have been cool. Yeah, you've obviously got a really good voice, even when you're doing the low down stuff. So yeah, definitely.
This
one
was
of my least favorites, but it's still listenable.
This was idea number 192 from Mr. Classy. One time he showed his one of his titles said like concept number 68. You know, he just like keeps cranking them out.
Yeah, I forgot about that, actually.
Yeah. Classy says in the chat, was going with a more conservative type of style. Yeah, I noticed it, appreciate it. It was dope to hear it. I think that's working. That's definitely got to be part of your toolkit. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'll click that link. I don't know why that link. But yeah, maybe it's because I'm a female and I was all enticed by his sultry vocals. Sorry.
As males, we were
My opinion is that he has a velvet voice, and that's all I heard.
As males, we're going to criticize him and put him down so that you
try. Yeah, you are.
Maybe you'll pay attention to us instead.
So up next, once again, that was Mr. Classy. And up next, we do have our last priority cue. It is Curb. It is Haza. I don't know which one you prefer. So let us know. And also, I put in here just the order. You can see the order in the live stream feedback queue if you want to jump the line, tip, sub, whatever you want, as long as it's something that is to support us, because we're here supporting you. And also network while you're here, guys. Where are you from? What do you do? I never seen anybody do the chat. Use this as a space to get to know each other. Then you can make some connections. That's how I've made a lot of my connections, is in chats. So where are you from? What do you do? What experience do you have? Yeah, definitely make sure you're networking while you're waiting for your turn. All right, up next. Now we have Huzzah. Huzzah. Huzzah.
Huzzah.
Huzzah.
Curb was like, no, don't say it like that.
I know. Curb. Curb.
What's up, Rogue? We can't hear that.
Oh, is Rogue frozen?
Rogue is either frozen or thinks he's...
Does UK time stop after, what time is it there? 2 a.m. there now?
I think they shut down their time.
They
and
shut down all of life, civilization after...
The Matrix is just shut off.
9 p.m. Eastern time shuts off. Oh no, Rogue. Do we need to take control?
Well, potentially, but I don't have access to do that this evening, so we might have to wait for Rogue to come back. Let's see if Rogue's in the chat or in the Discord.
I could probably share my screen. So.
Yeah. Maybe I can. Can I?
Yeah, I think I can too. If you're in the main area, you can share. Oh, yep. All right, guys. While we have technical, 1 second. Yeah, we can't hear Rogue.
Oh, wait, do you have to put him on? Who has to put him on now? Hold on.
Did you turn back on? He's on.
I just saw him. Oh, but he didn't share himself yet. There we go.
Rogue.
Yep. we were really scared we were gonna have to play the songs.
We thought that UK just shut everything off at 9 p.m. Eastern.
Oh, it does.
Oh. What time is it there? 2 a.m. there? 3?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, Rogue.
It's okay. I was speaking before. I could hear you too fine. I didn't know there was even a problem. I don't know what happened. Must have just been Streamlabs playing up. I said ignore all the videos that were at the side that I've watched before. Lol.
Oh, it's 50. Every single little piece of YouTube.
Take it back Sunday as well.
I mean, at least it's not something sketchy. So there's that.
Yeah, there's that. Yeah.
I've seen some of your YouTube history, and this is probably the lightest of it all. You get pretty
memes and just
perception.
Huzzah!
Let's get it.
Taylor.
Oh, I know this producer.
Shake your hand, but it don't feel real. Shake your hand, but it don't feel real. Shake your hand, but it don't feel real. Like a morgue, my anxiety kills. Sipping that drink, I know it ain't ideal, but it help in a moment for my feels. You know the deal, I said you know the deal. Life is unfair, this feeling surreal. I don't know what's real, I don't know what's real. They don't care, they just want all my thrills. Shake your hand, but it don't feel real. Like a morgue, my anxiety kills. Sipping that drink, I know it ain't ideal, but it help in a moment for my feels. Yeah, it gets dark at night, even darker inside. I just need to confide. Tell you I ain't alright. I pretend I'm fine so I don't ruin your vibe. I put my problems beside and leave my issues behind. It's you on my mind, only you on my mind. Baby, it's true, my love don't be a lie. Yeah, I need a break from this lifestyle, an interlude. Off the drink, blacked out cause I chugged a few. Missed out with a height, you ain't on my altitude. Take the blues, wash it down with the absolute. I'm swaying left and right, fuck all that balancing. Now my vision's outside, I don't know what's happening. Talking with a slug on my speech, space traveling. I'll be waffling, I'm talking, I'm rambling. Shake your hand, but it don't feel real. Like a morgue, my anxiety kills. Sipping that drink, I know it ain't ideal, but help in a moment for my feels.
Bro, or bruv from your accent.
Bruv.
Bruv, that was wicked good. Wait, where are you from, first of all? Where are you from?
Hold on. We got to ask Rogue, based on the singing accent, if he can place the UK province. Rogue, where is that person from?
I don't think that person was from the UK.
Really?
I have a feeling they're from America.
Really?
They could have been from the UK, but I
Maybe
feel
like
like
New
that was. What? What?
Curb's gonna tell us. Yeah, from London. Fucking London.
Bro. Fair enough.
Fucking Rogue. Yeah, so, bro.
I apologize for that one.
So you're the vocalist on it. How long have you been singing? This was fantastic.
I mean, this was all right.
Okay.
No, it was pretty fantastic. I'm sorry. I agree. Dice says, Crib says they've been singing for 3 years, and Dice has been
Only
trying
3 years?
to do a song with them for 2 months.
Bro, this is amazing. You're so good. I really didn't hear any big issues with this. I loved your accent. I loved your inflection on all of your words, your tone, your cadences. This was like slam dunk hit, fucking clean wipe everything. Like this is everything good. I loved it. But yeah, I thought that you would be way more tenured than 3 years. That's crazy. You're so good. Definitely keep it up. I really didn't hear any issues with the mix or with anything in this, really. That was my personal opinion, but I was just kind of like, holy shit. This sounds like it's like on the radio.
Yeah, I was mostly joking. It was better than all right. It did sound really great. I agree with everything you just said, Nikki. My only issue was the lyrical issue about a morgue. The morgue, like a morgue, my anxiety kills or something like that. I just didn't like that line. A morgue is where dead people go, not where they're killed. So that's just me being extremely pedantic. I think that probably it doesn't fucking matter, and it's still a dope song. And shout out Curb. Thank you for the submission. I did enjoy that. I think that's dope, and that's something I would listen to again. And has a really great overall sound and vibe.
I'd be interested to know who his influences are, because I got none of you will know who this guy is, but because he's underground. But he's called Sewer Person. Reminds me of him.
Sewer Person?
Yeah, his biggest song on Spotify is like 1.4 million. But yeah,
it's about rats.
No, it's not actually. It's very similar to this type of music. Yeah, he's underground.
What are your influences? Curb, London. I'm guessing that's what London LDN is.
Or as Rogue calls you, Curb from Kansas, USA.
I don't know. I've only been to London twice.
Curb from Nebraska. Curb from Wisconsin.
Which part of London are you? Actually, that's too far, probably. I'm gonna say it's definitely. If it's South London, then that's crazy, because South London has the weirdest accent ever. Little Skies, Future, Juice WRLD. Okay. Unless Juice Thugger is a rapper.
Thugger's Young Thug, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
I share Juice WRLD and Future's not really an influence, but I like Future. And other guys too, but that's interesting. 3 picks for like the type of song. Oh, 21 Pilots, yeah. I felt with 21 Pilots.
How'd you feel about it?
Yeah, I like this. I liked it. I'll listen to it again. Again, nothing critical to.
Oh, sorry. I just got excited because I saw Snow Aster in the chat. Snow Aster is artist behind recent famous, somewhat controversial track, but appreciated for its enthusiasm and overall engagement. Hotness Disease. Shout out Snow Aster. Shout out Hotness Disease. Shout out Dice.
I'll get the next track loaded up. But yeah, that song, Huzzah.
Yeah, Huzzah, that was awesome. Do you like Curb or Huzzah? Is Huzzah your artist name and Curb just your Twitch name? Let us know. But that was beautiful and amazing, and I hope to hear more from you. Definitely keep submitting. If you have a, oh, look at us, One Hum Gifting. Thank you for the gift sub. We reviewed your track way earlier in the show. It's probably like 15 minutes in, maybe 10. But yeah. Oh, I'm sorry about your kids, but obviously you made it through it, so good job. And thank you for the sub, for sure. Shout out. And yeah, Curb, definitely keep submitting. Definitely want to keep. Maybe we could do some collab soon. Next, ooh, what are you loading up there? Is that a schmegular?
Yep.
We have not my favorite part of the show that Dice always says.
Poverty.
Shout out to the regular schmegular Reggie's No Dro. Let's go. Thank you. And we have coming up first for the regular queue is going to be our Mayfield Beats. They have been submitting, I believe, weekly for the past couple weeks. So hopefully here's something fun and different to hear.
Okay. That ended quite abruptly.
That was very abrupt. I wasn't expecting it. Well, I kind of was when I looked and seen how short it was. What did you think about that? That was once again Mayfield Beats. Mayfield. Short.
I mean, I couldn't hear vocals over it, like, you know, in the future. I don't think this is one of those beats which, like, someone would get on it. I feel like it was just a beat. Yeah. All the drums came in. That was quite nice. Yeah. I definitely couldn't hear an artist on top of this. Unless, like, if someone wants to prove me wrong, they can. But yeah.
Sorry, I was across the kitchen getting some dinner to eat while we continue to review songs. But I had it on a test, which I do sometimes, which is like, Nikki, you ever do this? You ever play music like through your headphones and listen to it from across the room just to hear what stands out? Like when you like listen to something back, somebody else's song or your own song. That's how I was listening to it. Shout out Mayfield. Respect for submissions. Heard some solid stuff from you. I thought this one was just pretty. Sorry, I thought it was bad, and I didn't like it, and I don't have anything nice to say about it.
So I definitely couldn't hear an artist on it either. That's not what I was really listening to because of the specific samples that you had on it. I figured that this really wouldn't be really an artist beat because it sounded like some of the samples were vocals for it, which always makes it a little bit hard to, I guess, compete with the beat instead of working with it. So that would really be the main issue that I would hear here. But definitely this, I could hear background, this being background music. You had different buildups of the instruments. It was just a very basic beat for me. It wasn't anything that I'm like, I want this beat right now. Like I have done, with certain artists. But I don't think that it was terrible. I definitely think it was more so a background beat, that, I would hear playing and I would just let it, I wouldn't skip it, myself. But I wouldn't be like, who is this beat? Who is singing this? So maybe, looking at changing a couple things up, I definitely think it could have used some more variation and changes in the consistent instruments that you had in it, to make it maybe not so, I guess, monotone, I guess you would call it, in a sense. But yeah, that would be, I guess, my feedback on that. Specifically, definitely don't hear an artist on it either. Definitely maybe add something to make it a little bit more exciting, so it's more memorable.
Shout out Nikki for following up my wholly unconstructive and put down feedback with constructive criticism. Thank you. I tried. Beats are always a little bit harder for me because I like to pick them apart and really listen to them. And normally with a beat, if I'm really listening to a beat, it's going to be more than one time before it's like watching a movie like Inception more than once. You notice different things, and hear different things. So it's really hard to always give the best feedback one time around. Like you said earlier, feedback can change its opinion. It can change based on different things you hear or how you feel. So
I'm going to drop a bomb. I've never watched Inception.
Holy shit.
It's not a super great movie. It's okay. I mean, it's a little bit. Yeah. I mean, Christopher.
Interstellar. At least see Interstellar.
I've never seen Interstellar. No.
Jesus.
I've watched 7 films in my life.
I've probably watched like 8. But...
Shout out Mayfield Beats for consistent submissions. Appreciate you. Definitely been seeing a lot of different looks from you. Varying reception. It's just awesome to have you submitting, and keep at it. Keep building.
I love Interstellar. Up next, whatever, man. Up next, we have Mr. Self Savior with another one of his songs from his project or his album, and this one is this one, The Covenant?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And another one. Oh, here we go again. And another one. Oh, here we go. And another one. Oh, here we go again. Oh, it's another one. Here we go. Big shark and I'm back with the fix. Cleaned up a bit so you never see the blick. Team in the back, they with for the click. My style could never be imitated. Make back to work the body out when she get naked. That's how I does it in the Republic. Break bread with them and we call this shit the covenant. So I don't want none of your mustard, no custard. Motherfucker, I don't trust you. And I don't wanna make nothing with you. Bitch, your name is toxic like Hitler. Hit you with the iron if you keep fucking trying me. When you're dining with your lady, why the fuck she eyeing me? And another one. Oh, here we go again. It's another one. Yo, here we go. And another one. Yo, here we go again. It's another one. Yo, here we go. They ain't ready though. I ain't waiting for them bitches, man, I gotta go. Trying to put my all up in the collarbone. So when she at home, nah, she not alone. Dollar probably making change out of. Crazy what the lady do for little bits of powder. Got a bag of flour, now my dick gon' get devoured. Dirty girl licked it, I ain't even fucking shower. Ooh, how I'm so grimy, blimey. Probably cause I'm born in the 90s. Maybe cause a lot of people died untimely. Glorify rings and things that look shiny. Did I ever give a care about it? Doubt it. I ain't even pulling out an outfit. Nowadays, anyone's an accountant. I'm just trying to make them stop counting. And another one. Yo, here we go again. Yo, what's another one? Here we go. I got another one. Here we go again. Yo, it's another one. Here we go.
Alright.
First of all, apologies to Snowaster. I wasn't here for a second, so I completely missed the fact that you gifted a sub. So, bye.
Not bad. That's my bad, not yours. I should have called it out. That was Self Savior, though. And thank you for the gift sub. That was Self Savior with another one of his project tracks. I'm not sure if it's an album. It's The Covenant. God, Self Savior, you just remind me. And Dice has said this before, and I've said this before too. Just it's ODB all day, old dirty bastard. It's all I hear when I hear you in this entire album. This entire project was him, and then I gotta look up the other guy. I said it the first track you submitted like this. I referenced them both. But all of these tracks, like they are not, I don't think, in the process of being worked on anymore. I don't feel like I heard any issues with this. I feel like I've been like that with most of your tracks. So on this entire album, they're all really, really good. I like the style that you went with on this as opposed to your last project. This one is probably my favorite cadence and tone that you've had. Has been on this project out of everything. I really enjoyed this one specifically. It has a classic vibe to it, and I love it. It's like almost nostalgic. Right?
Hard disagree. Hard disagree. I mean, I do appreciate and respect and agree with some of what you said, Nikki. Like classic vibe. I don't agree with the ODB comparison. I know that's been said tonight and on the last show. I don't hear that at all. I think ODB brings a lot more energy brought a lot more energy to the track than what Self Savior brings. Self Savior does bring energy and presence, and I do hear that and respect that. For me, as a listener of a lot of rap music, and I've said it tonight, like with Zig and others, it's just there's just too much competition, and you have to do more to stand out lyrically. And I just hear too many generic, like kind of rhymes and lyrical elements that aren't cohesive and don't either tell a story or differentiate themselves enough lyrically from just very generalized sounding things. I wish I got to go back and listen again. I had it in my mind and I forgot it. Let me just leave Self Savior with something like constructive, which is, for me, and again, I'm just one person, fuck me, in my opinion, it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. It doesn't, it really it doesn't, it needs to be said every time, but I'm giving my opinion and I don't want to disrespect Self Savior, but we're here, we're listening to music, we're giving our reaction and our opinion. And for me, this does not move me or make me want to listen again in any way. I find it extremely underwhelming and bland, actually. That's my 2 cents.
I'm glad you got your negative. Oh, bye, Nikki.
Bye, Nikki.
Bye, Nikki. Okay, I see how it is. Okay. I'm glad you got your negative out of the way because By Rogue as well. Okay.
Jesus, Rogue, your internet is dodgy as hell, bro.
I'm confused. What's going on?
What the fuck is happening?
Who keeps pressing show on the stream?
I don't know, man. It's me.
My hand is not even on my the fuck. Okay. I didn't like this one. It's probably just because of my taste in music.
Have you guys reviewed any of his tracks at all from this album? Either of you?
The one
I haven't reviewed. I've heard them. Yeah, or maybe we did.
The one
review.
on Friday was Friday was. Yeah. It's just my taste in music. I think I just don't find I do find bebop interesting, but not a lot of it. You've got to stand out really heavy for me to actually enjoy it. So yeah, I found this one.
Sometimes I find myself getting upset with inconsistency of reviews across artists, and I don't understand why Self Savior doesn't get more feedback critically for not switching up the flow as much and having a consistent sound all the way through, because that's all I fucking heard all the way through. It's just
Do you remember his last project, the Drool on the Dick project?
I remember the comments about it.
Dick.
It was he had a lot of different variations in his vocal tone and variety a lot in that album, and I'm wondering if this is maybe some feedback as well from that, because he was getting an accent where he sounded Jamaican.
Okay.
Halfway through the project, or halfway through songs, he'd switch, and it almost sounded like it was two different people. But yeah, that's it. From this project to the last project, I prefer this project. But that's just me. That's an opinion. No preference. So I'm wondering if maybe that's the feedback, because he finally started doing things.
I said critical things. I just got to say about every artist we listen to is basically I would kill to be able to do a lot of what Self Savior does as well. Fucking Rogue. Internet is trash.
I should have driven.
Fuck. I don't even know what's going on.
Bro, we blame you entirely for this.
What is happening?
I don't even know. I'm just so confused.
We're good?
Yeah, I didn't press anything and shit just keeps happening.
Ray, put your hands up.
I thought that's a scene from Unfriended.
Is it Ray? All right, guys.
Yeah.
No, tripping. We are going to keep moving along as much as we can. Please forgive our technical difficulties. I don't know how to drive, not because I'm a female, just because I don't technology.
Ooh, self-burn. Those are right.
But so Rogue is driving, and internet gets dodgy after in UK after 2. So.
Is that a thing?
Up next, we do have Snow Aster. Thank you so much for the gift sub. We appreciate you. Obviously, we love all of y'all. And this one is called Karma Hook. So let's hook it.
Wake up, stand up, look around for a take your meds, exercise on the floor for a little, make breakfast, make sure to clean up the dishes. Get yourself out the door, make haste for a second, get to work, do the thing, get paid another penny. Your kids read Facebook, can they read tenor? Take a taste, spend it all on lunch that day. You can think all about how you stay, but you don't ever force yourself to go that way. Go home, do your thing online like a boss. You will know your place as the king of the dolls, but you don't have a clue what a king even does. You have a day. It needs good love. So bust it out. Your karma is the sky. They'll make that gap. So be not
That was very interesting. That was Karma Huck by Snow Aster. Thank you again for the gift sub. If anybody did want to skip the line, tip, sub, whatever. But Ray, you had an interesting face during that. I'd like to hear very interesting face during that.
I like it. I thought it was distinctive and interesting and unique. I haven't heard anything quite like that before. I don't feel like I don't know what to compare it to. I don't know if you guys have any comparisons.
Alvin and the Chipmunks.
No. Yes. Okay. So there was definitely that. There was that very. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I can see that. I feel like the beat was competing with the vocal elements, especially like in the second half, like big time. I just very aggressive competition. But I kind of like that like choral harmonic effect that was being added vocally. I don't know. It was like giving me like an interesting vibe. It was like a glitch dream core. I don't really know how to describe it.
Glitch pop.
But yeah, it was kind of neat. I'm not mad at it, Snow Aster. That was interesting. I think it would take some work to maybe get it to a place of presentability as like a finished product, but very interesting.
Yeah, this was. I don't know whether I love it or I hate it. I don't hate it, no. I actually quite dig this. The beat was interesting. They definitely had like glitch core, glitch pop influence.
Very chaotic.
I like them beats which just sound like there's. I feel like sometimes it can sound like the beat's falling apart, like you just tearing it down. And that's kind of like what this sounded like. And I'd like to hear what kind of feature you'd get on this, because I don't think you could just like go and grab anyone off the street and get them on it. It'd definitely have to be like someone who like intervenes with the style. So yeah. Yeah, I went into it with the first like 20 seconds. I was like, this is quite goofy, but then I got into it. So yeah.
Yeah, you both had kind of interesting faces throughout it. It was kind of fun to watch. I like watching all y'all's faces when it's like a genre that I know you guys don't listen to.
Yeah.
Because you try to discern, it's like you're trying to make sense of it, and you can't tell if you like it.
Didn't you want to hear a boom bap song?
Did this feel?
Every time you guys hear EDM, I feel like that's how you look.
You consider it straight up EDM?
I don't consider this straight up EDM, but it's very close. I mean, EDM's so wide. There's so many different subgenres. It's crazy. I don't even know all the subgenres, and I literally go to shows. Like, it's all electronic, and I love it all. But no, I actually enjoyed this too. It was very different. It was so eclectic. And I liked the speed of it. At first, I thought that it was too fast because of vocals, but it kind of all grew on me as it went on. I liked it when you had the change up. The hook was really nice. I was wondering how you tuned your vocals, or if you dropped semitones, or what you did to get your vocals to sound like that in the hook. So definitely interesting, because like I said, this is a very artistic, like electronic track for me. I definitely think that your like interlude, your breakup between the vocals, that part about 1:30 in, I think that's too long. I think you need something to break it up a little bit more.
I think you said that's where the feature would go.
I wasn't reading the chat. I'm sorry. All right, get Josh on that feature. Anyways, so then don't shorten it. But then that makes me wonder how many actual bars there are open. Anyways, what were you gonna say, Ray?
Just shout out Rogue, because he said Alvin and the Chipmunks, and then Snow Aster said I sang it at a slower tempo and then sped it up. So you definitely
Alvin and the Chipmunks.
That's why I was like, there was definitely something done there. I liked it. It didn't sound like off or anything. I fucked around with my vocals and made them sound real crazy, like real weird with semitones and stuff. So I was wondering how you did it not that deep or high. I think that I agree with Ray. The beat combats your vocals. When you come in the second time after that feature would be there, when it comes back, I feel like the bass combats with your vocals. It was almost weird. because it was like when you add the snaps in, because you have the weird drop where, you know, there's no snaps and stuff, and it's just like the vocal and the bass and a little bit of the beat, and then the snap and the beat builds and everything. It's funny because I didn't feel like your voice was as combative with the beat when the snaps came in as when it was just the bass. It was something with the bass was just really, whether what words maybe you were hitting on it, but it was very combative with your vocal. But then I don't know why the snaps lessened it out. Maybe it just made it a little bit more even. I don't know. I would definitely re-listen to that and see in that section towards the end, which I think that in the actual SoundCloud you said that you were working on the end and or the outro and the vocals, so that makes a little bit more sense. But yeah, it was weird because it was like combative, and I thought it would be more combative the more things you added to it, but it kind of lessened the combativeness down. So maybe re-listen to that and see if switching around anything like that might assist in that beat. But other than that, I like this. I thought that it was a cool little art piece.
So he's actually said that he messed with the higher register barbershop harmonies. So Alvin and the Chipmunks is an influence of his.
But
it's spot on.
You're like, spot on. I got a spot on like a spot of tea.
Shout out Snowmaster.
Yes, thank you for the sub. Definitely keep submitting. We love hearing your stuff. You always have some real cool stuff, different stuff. And then we have a returner that we have not heard. I haven't heard Sacred in a minute. It's Sacred.
I can't do it too loud. My parents are in bed.
I'm going to try not to be biased because I do love me some Sacred. And we have a song called Like I Do by Sacred.
Shout out Sacred.
I just want to say I heard a second of the beat, and I'm pretty sure he's used the 50 Cent Many Men beat.
Oh, boy.
Copyright incoming.
Yep.
Or it could be a completely different beat, but the first second of it sounded like Many Men.
I'll write down 2 hours and clip it.
There you go. Oh, no. We're good. We're good.
Had passion for this since back in class as a kid. All the kids used to ask me to spit, but I never had the courage. I stuttered, words come up like the face full of acne. Confidence crashed into bits. Never had the image, everybody laughing at this. At the back of the class, I failed maths. I only cared about getting multis to match. Suspended a lot and kicked out a lesson. I only wanna be a rapper, so fuck it, let 'em. School wasn't for me, I failed it all. I couldn't get a college degree, I didn't care at all. Dreams of doing shows and going on tour. Sell enough music so man may gotta do the lottery no more. I'm never stopping this at all, and now I'm doing it for you. I never wanted something so sure. You don't really want it, quite like I do. You don't really want it, quite like I do. You don't really want it, quite like I do. You don't really want it, like I do. For writing lyrics on a rap forum. In the park getting drunk, I'd rap for 'em. 20 bag with the boys, we rap 4 of them. When it comes to battles, it was a rap forum. At the pubs, clubs, bars and festivals, I can go bar for bar with the best of them. If you disagree, then please step up. I'll meet you on a beat, we'll do a song and you'll be left in dust. I shared the stage with DJ Who Kid. He said he'd tell Eminem about me. I heard nothing since. I'm not complaining, I love that shit. I've had empty promises since I was a younger kid, but I would never make me be done with it. I've done a gig, walked out with a couple £100. Many times left drunk as shit with money spent, and still nobody wants it more than me. You don't really want it, quite like I do. You don't really want it, quite like I do. You don't really want it, quite like I do. You don't really want it, like I do. It's sacred.
That was Sacred Daily with Like I Do. That's actually off of his 2021 album, Raps Taylor Swift. I've listened to this. Yeah. I've listened to
Swiftie, I appreciate that album title.
You've never listened. His album's good. I've listened to this before when he first. I first started listening to him on stream because I was a fan of his music. So this is actually one that's in my library. So I will let one of you guys go first since you haven't heard this before.
Well, I'll keep it super quick, and I'll keep in mind that it's a finished track. So I won't comment on the mix or anything. I liked it overall. I found the hook like maybe a little bit trending, a little bit too simplistic, but still solid. You know, like you talk about keeping a hook nice and simple, so that was good. And then I was criticizing, a prior artist about not having a lyrical cohesiveness, not saying enough to kind of draw me into like them personally, or to get invested in the lyrics. And I thought Sacred's verses did draw me in with his comments about, things in his life that have happened and, how he feels about it and stuff like that. So I like this one overall. Shout out Sacred.
I enjoyed looking at the background and just seeing just random stuff in the back. There's Bonnie from Five Nights at Freddy's at one point, and then there was Phoebe Bridgers. It's just quite random. So I liked it, and then it threw me off when he rhymed forum with forum, and then with forum, and then forum again. That threw me off a bit, but then I kind of got back into it. So other than that, I liked it. But yeah, that just I don't know. I it's not just Sacred who does this. Like when they rap the same, like rhyme the same word with the same word like 4 times in a row. Yeah.
Okay, Bird.
I'm not Bird.
Oh, okay.
What? That's not just a Bird. I'd love to be Bird for a day.
I don't know if you can handle being Bird for a day. I don't think your liver could take it, to be honest.
I've took being Spike before. I can take whatever Bird's on.
So, for Sacred, I love all your albums. This is definitely one that I have listened to before. See, I do things with the forum and for them and for men, and I understand that because I have.
Oh, I thought you said forum 4 times. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, he said it in a couple different ways. I mean, you could re-listen to it, but he said it a couple different ways. Just like as if, like I have one coming up. One of my lyrics is, "You see the mistakes and the mistakes," and it sounds almost the same too. But it is different. But I took it as different meanings based on the lyricism around it. And I obviously have heard the song before, and you have grown exponentially since even releasing the song. I'm wondering if this is a new video because I've never seen this on your YouTube before. So I would have to go back and look at the link. But yeah.
3 years ago.
Okay, yeah. So I don't know what you're up to, Sacred, because you've been like MIA, and now you got a video from a song from 2021. What are you doing? What are you doing over there in Wales?
Sacred owes me a verse. Come on, Sacred.
I sent him 2 verses. I don't know if I owe him any other ones. But yeah, I thought that this was a total vibe. I thought that it was chill. Shout out for wearing a shirt with Portland and Detroit on it. Hey. But yeah, I like, this is one of my favorite songs of yours, but I like a lot of your EDM music and even some of your country music that you've shared with me. So I'm just an overall Sacred fan. I like this vibe. I think that it fits you in your rap style. I know a lot of the guys, and you've tried a lot of different styles and stuff, and this is one. This album I feel like does fit your vocal style. It matches your vocal variety perfectly with the beats that you did choose for this album. So I do enjoy the song. I do wonder what you're doing, because you just posted this video. I wonder if this is an older video or you just reposted it, or if you're recording videos. What are you doing, Sacred? Let me know. What are you doing over there in the streets of Wales? All right. Anything else to add, guys? Are you good?
Nope.
Okay, up next we have Dark Master and or Sequence, depending on what they want to be called, because their stuff is different. Again, but this is going to be Funhouse Mirror. I'm pretty sure this is just a beat.
Yeah, I've just seen the profile picture. Flipping it. I got scared for a second.
Are you liking it, or why were you scared of no Nazis?
No, I saw it in the corner of my eye and thought it didn't have the crossover. Okay, so that caught me off guard.
You're like, oh, what I just put on the stream.
Still jarring to see it, despite the cross through.
Yeah. Heavy metal x hip hop. I like some heavy metal, so I might like this. Gonna be silence. Yep. Okay.
What's up with that outro, though?
I've still got it playing in my ear, and there's nothing.
Blank outro.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
blank.
I'm pretty sure that affects your streams if someone doesn't finish your song on the way.
Oh, really?
I think so. If they don't like you taking account all the way through or skipping through.
Right.
Definitely something to think about. That was once again Sequence or Dark Master. So for me, not my vibe. I'm not really a big screaming person, but for me, it wasn't really the screaming. It was the fact that I did not like the chatter in the beginning. It was too overpowering. Trying to discern the beat over like the chatter. It was like trying to listen, at a live show. And your bass is blown the fuck out, bruh. It's blown out worse than her vocal cords are from screaming. So definitely distorted. Pull it back. I know that's a style, and I know people be, blowing out their bass like that where it's so distorted. And you can see by the waveform on SoundCloud, you could see it right off the bat that it was going to be like that. It's like, what's going to come up here in this big camel hump we got coming? So I don't know if that's the intention, but personally, I don't want to blow out my speakers listening to music. So I would turn my channel as soon as I heard that, because I would probably think that my speakers are blown out first. Other than that, my only other note on it, like I said, this isn't really my vibe because it's not really my style of music. Basically, from out perspective, the the bass is an issue. I wasn't a fan of the chatter, and maybe a little bit more variations in like the different sections that you had. I did like the drops that you had. I feel like they could have been a little bit more. And I feel like the like wherever that would have been a verse, I'm guessing, and the hook would have been where she was screaming and such. I think that in those sections you could add a little bit more variation, because even in those, smaller sections, it seems that it gets it seems that it gets a little bit boring because there's so much going on everywhere else. So it's like it seems like it might need a little bit more variation in those. But also, if you're planning on having artists on here, which it sounds like you are, then that would probably take care of that too. But those are my 2 cents. And Zog, I listen to a lot of different music, a lot of classic rock, country, rap now, a lot of soul type music. But yeah, I listen to a lot of different music. I listen to everything basically.
So I actually do listen to some music similar to like what this beat would be done, but I don't even know what I've even tried to say there. But there's a few artists that I listen to that defo go on this beat, like Ghostman, Sempra, Ski Master, Slump God, and I think it was a good beat for an artist like that. I couldn't tell you an artist I know that could get on this beat, as in like that would actually like get on it instead of like Ski Mask because he's fucking huge. But yeah, definitely needs a little bit more variation in like the verse part, but the in terms of the bass is part of the style. So if it works, it works. And yeah, Ski Mask is your dad. I'd like to meet your dad then.
Just mean stylistically.
Yeah.
Who's Ski Mask?
Oh no, I'm joking. He's a SoundCloud rapper, my favorite rapper alive, because all my other rappers are dead. So.
Shopping and invoice. Hey, where's Zog's track? Did we hear Zog's track? I see Zog in the chat still.
Yeah, he's up next.
Who's next?
Oh, cool. Okay. Look, the only thing I'll talk about is around 140. It sounded like he sampled like a lobby of like a show or something and just like threw it in there. I don't understand the purpose of that.
McDonald's background.
Is that what it was?
I don't know.
Yeah, it was like
just the chatter. I'm like,
yeah, agreed.
Oh,
yeah.
right. Okay. Yeah. That needs to go. But
Apart from that, I liked it kind of conceptually. It was kind of, I don't know. I wouldn't go back and listen again. Again, doesn't feel like something like it feels like an exploration, but sounds otherwise kind of working decently, for like an exploration and a concept. Kind of cool. Yeah, that background noise threw me around 140. That chatter.
Yeah, definitely get rid of that.
Yeah.
Okay, Zog time.
Yes.
It is time for some Zog. Ray, when's the last time you said he submitted?
I think I don't know the last time Zog submitted to our WCR streams. I know I've seen Zog on other streams.
I think I've seen him on Ghost House.
I've been consistently impressed by pretty much every Zog track I've ever heard, so I'm kind of excited for this one.
What style is he before we press play?
Oh, that's a tough call. I don't know that I would try to classify. So I think Zog is an interesting artist in that Zog is probably bringing different influences and genres to what they're doing. So
I know him. I've seen he's dropped like a really like high quality music video before.
Yeah, he's a rapper.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure,
Yeah.
right? No.
Very powerful vocalist, like powerful vocals.
I recognize him too.
Yeah, I recognize the picture of
been a
him. Yeah.
while.
I've seen a video of him. Okay.
Zog, I appreciate you, but I got to flip it on you and say you're the best, bro. I'm just here talking about what I hear, man.
Okay. Without further ado.
cause I know I'm real sick. All these niggas want a bitch, I'm the rich. All these bitches wanna lick up on my dick. Rich nigga, I was piloting to the jet. Call out cause I know I'm real sick. All these niggas want a bitch, I'm the rich. All these bitches wanna lick up on my dick. Rich nigga, I was piloting to the jet. Piloting to the jet. Like the definitely keep it moving. If the nigga try to shoot, then I'ma kill him in the day. I'ma shoot him in his face. Like the definitely keep it moving. If the nigga try to shoot, then I'ma kill him in the day. I'ma shoot him in his face. Like the definitely keep it moving. If the nigga try to shoot, then I'ma definitely keep it moving. If the nigga try to shoot, then I'ma kill him in the day. I'ma shoot him in his face. Like to kill him in the day. I'ma shoot him in his bitch. What the fuck? Yeah, I was going through the motion, little nigga. I was down. What the fuck? Coincide with my east side niggas. We was down and we ballin' the fuck. Back the fuck out of my face, nigga. What the fuck? Nigga, what the fuck? Call out cause I know I'm real sick. All these niggas want a bitch, I'm the rich. All these bitches wanna lick up on my dick. Bitch nigga, I was piloting to the jet. Call out cause I know I'm real sick. All these niggas want a bitch, I'm the rich. All these bitches wanna lick up on my dick. Bitch nigga, I was piloting to the jet.
That was Zod with Sook.
Okay, I
Right.
definitely understand the hype. No.
Oh, Rogue. Well, since you're a new Zogger, Rogue.
Have you heard Zog previously, Rogue?
I have. I remember Bird talking about him as well. Yeah, I can't remember the song from before, but I do remember like seeing his face. And now that I've heard it, yeah, I remember it being good.
Actually, it might have been a video. One of the last
Yeah,
submissions.
it was a video, and it was like really high quality. I remember that.
Yeah.
So he's saying that some weak R rap shit he made while he was high as fuck. Well, this was dope. Yeah, the hook was really nice. What the expression in your voice was like really good with the fuck. I can't do it myself because my parents are in bed and I would like both my legs. But yeah, it was really good. I'd definitely listen again if this drops onto Spotify or anything like that. Because I have issues with SoundCloud at work because Wi-Fi and that in it. But yeah, this was dope.
I got the impression just off Zog's comments in the chat that I said all that lead up for some weak rap shit that I made high as fuck. So maybe Zog was just kind of I don't know. I guess he maybe just flexing here, kind of experimenting a little bit. It reminded me a little bit of the Passive track earlier in the evening with a kind of very competently switched up your styles, and cadences and did a few different things on it. And in that way, it was like a little bit less cohesive of like a final product and a bit more of just a medley and an experimentation of sorts. But to Rogue's point, like it's that vocal energy, that capability, very engaging. I was excited to hear it and I wasn't disappointed. And yeah, it was super cool. And you could definitely turn this into like a finished product of some sorts with using even just some of the elements you were doing on there, and maybe it's close to done as is. I mean, Rogue, you kind of seemed to feel like it was like it was enough for you to like listen to on the radio, right? Like as it is right now. Yeah. Okay. Then you know what? Then dope shit, Zog. Shout out, Zog. Thanks for coming around. Thanks for dropping.
That
please do it more often.
That expression in the voice is like the Krabby Patty secret formula. It's like it is the artists who aren't that good. I mean, Zog seemed decent lyrically, but like artists who like aren't that good lyrically, they need to like learn about this secret sauce. Because if you even if you're not the best lyrically, if you have this like tone, energy to your words, it just brings out so much more like character, and it can make one of the worst rap songs into a good rap song or something like.
That's why
yeah.
I mean, I keep saying Dice Method, like can't stop invoking the man's name, but like I feel like Dice
Yeah,
does
Dice
bring a lot. Dice brings a lot lyrically, but he's just a lot of times the words are just bringing something sonically and emotionally. Like the words aren't always lyrically important. Sometimes he's just employing them for the sound. To your point, Rogue. Like,
yeah, it's like you could just say like, "Yeah, we on the track." Yeah, we on the track. It's just, you know what I mean? Like it brings so much more like.
That's how I felt. That's how I felt when I was talking about One Hum earlier. Like when I was trying to say, like, don't do too much more, but like put a little bit more like emphasis on certain.
Yeah.
Things. Yeah. Like.
Yeah, you have to have that energy and emphasis behind it. But yeah, I definitely agree. Zog's definitely an artist that does have that energy. He definitely has that emphasis too. He knows his words. He's not reading off a piece of paper because it adds that emotional. Even if it's not saying much or if it's talking about, I'm pretty sure I heard some sexy lines in there. Even if it's talking about something like that, adding that, just knowing what you're going to say, closing your eyes and do it, knowing what you're going to say and giving that, you can definitely tell that he knows what he's going to say when he's rapping. He's very comfortable rapping, very good rapper. Basic building blocks plus some, he's great. I didn't really have any issues with this sonically at all. From what I heard, I think that this is a pretty good track. Nice little chill vibe in radio for sure. But yeah, definitely agree. He does have the ability to make you kind of feel what he's saying. You don't really need to even hear what he's saying because he has that emotion behind, just because he puts an emphasis on it and gives that extra oomph behind his words to make you actually feel them and believe them. Unlike some rappers that are like, I got a Glock. I got a blick.
Got a Glock. I'm gonna come out on your block and shoot you.
Nikey with a blicky.
Do you have a Nikey with the blicky line on any of your tracks?
No, I don't. But I almost hit a deer the other day, and I was like, "Dang, I wish I had him." It was a time point.
I made a blick track, and Dice asked me to send it to him the other day, so it has staying power for my audience.
But yeah, I definitely appreciate what you do, Zog. You have great just energy, cadence, tone, everything. You're a really good rapper. I'm glad that you're around still. But any last words for Mr. Zog?
Just thank you, and I hope to see Zog submit again soon. Yes,
definitely keep submitting. Is this a new track I'm guessing that you've been working on? Are you working on a project or anything? Let us know. We have one track left for tonight.
Yeah. Swagman 3.
That is going to be Swagman 3.
Swagman.
He said just stop at 2 minutes and 3 seconds. So
yeah.
I guess it's unfinished. But, okay. Oh, Travis Scott type beat already. said to stop at 2 minutes and 3 seconds, so I'll stop it there. I'm just gonna point out why I was laughing at the start, because the melody sounded like, you know, when like you've got a baby and then you just go like the
I agree with that element being a bit distracting. I was calling it like the wah wah pedal element. It was like, yeah exactly, like wee 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 wee. I'm not mad at the beat overall. Like, it was like, I don't know, something somehow change that if you can. I don't know. Like, I'm not really sure how to suggest changing that exactly, but I know that we both keyed in on that, so that's one thing. And then the switch up, I wanted to switch up sooner. I don't know. I think I looked at the clock around like 1:10, 1:15 and was like, wow, this kind of feels loopy and I need something else. And it didn't come till a little bit too late, but it did come eventually. But yeah, all around, not mad at it. I don't know. It definitely could work with, like, I think the switch up earlier and taming that wah wah element somehow.
I did like how it came in at the start. The I'll play it just so I don't have to make it. Well, I'll skip to that when it happens. That, you know, that.
You like
That's
that?
nice.
The snare?
Very snare. It's very Travis Scott, and I don't really like Travis Scott.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's very Travis Scott.
Yeah, it is. I definitely could see that. I like this. I was trying to discern what those wah-wahs were. They sounded like, I know it sounds like pitching forks or tuning forks around electricity. Like how you can direct the electricity in those. I can't think of what it's called. The wah-wahs. That's what it reminded me of. Yeah, I definitely like the snare roll for sure. But I definitely agree with everything they said. This needs way more variation. You said that you wanted to stop it at 203 because it got loopy, but I thought it was loopy before then. So I think that you need to add just a little bit more variation, maybe in your wah-wahs, or maybe dropping it out for something else or changing the octave in it. Throughout it, definitely before, I think that drop or that change-up was at 125. I really enjoyed the change-up, by the way. But that should have came way earlier. I think that you should have had to change around like 30 and then a minute, like, especially because it's just a beat right now. But I definitely think that change-up should have come before then. So maybe look at restructuring the beat to keep a little bit more variation so it doesn't sound so loopy. So then you can keep more interest, because the more variation you have, the more as long as it's not like crazy, the more chances you have of somebody staying tuned instead of, tuning out. So definitely, well, I know it's not supposed to be by itself. So if you're going to have artists on it, you're still going to want to change it up, because it's not fun to play on a beat that's not fun. And that's coming from an artist too. I like fun beats. So if there's not variation myself, it would be something that I would probably go to the next one on YouTube if I was listening to free beats, because that's what it looks like you posted it as free beat too. But yeah, I definitely would maybe look into a little bit more variation before minute 30, because I really enjoyed your changes. So I definitely think that you should definitely look into possibly doing variation, but that's just my personal opinion as well.
I really like the switch up at I think it was about 1 minute and 40 seconds in. If that would have dropped the wah-wah, sounds like the whip near something, but yeah, if you would have dropped the wah-wah at that point, I probably would have screamed. That's an over exaggeration, but I would have felt it a lot more if the wah-wah dropped, because it had like a really nice kind of cloud rap type element to it all of a sudden. And I feel like I would have appreciated that more if the wah-wah wasn't there. But yeah, that's just my personal preference. So,
shout out to, who was that?
Neat Cartel.
Shout out Neat Cartel.
Neat Cartel.
All right, fam. That just about does it, huh?
I think so. I believe that, well, we are respectfully just here with opinions. So, and that's kind of what you got. It's your vision is your vision, and I'm glad that you stand tall in it, and definitely continue to chase that because there will be other people that will see your vision. So just because we didn't see it doesn't mean that someone else won't. And you can also submit it to our next week. You'll have Bird and Dice back with me. And this Friday we do have the Joe Jam Jack box. So you will be joining me and my sisters on live stream to play some Jackbox on Friday about 9:30. And I will be co-hosting that with Dice and two of my siblings, maybe a third to jump on. If we're still going and having fun, we might do a side Joe Jam spread and just have some chats on the side too. Yep, so that is going to be this Friday, and then next Wednesday we do have our next Wednesday review show.
So you're missing out the Tuesday show.
Do people submit to the Tuesday show?
They can on Instagram.
Okay, well, you need to post it on Discord.
No, we've got a Google Docs just because we're more like alternative than like rappers. So and rappers.
Okay, so on
more bands have Discord for some reason.
On Instagram, you can submit to the Tuesday show, but not through Discord. As I was about to state, if you did want to submit another track and miss tonight, there is a Discord queue for November 15th already set up, so you can submit for those on Wednesday. If you did want to submit to the Tuesday show, Ro can tell you more about the Tuesday show because it is UK based and it's in the middle of my workday, so I can't ever watch unless I take lunch. But if you did want to give more information,
we basically we try and find tracks, but we do accept about 4 every week that are like just submitted. We are mainly alternative though, as in like more rock based than rap. Although we do accept rap. We've had some great tracks. We've had some not so great tracks. It's just the internet. So we have a Google Docs, just internet in it. We have a Google Docs just because we like to learn more about the like artist. So you can submit your track, then like tell us how you found White Collar or the Tuesday show or whatever. Why you started making music, who your influences, just so like we can have like a precursor to listening to music.
What is the Instagram tag for Tuesday?
The Tuesday show. That is the Instagram hold. I'm pretty sure.
The Tuesday show. There's a couple of Tuesday Instagram handles, so I want to make sure.
All right, we need to copyright it quick.
You do. It's Tuesday.
The Tuesday show. At the Tuesday show.
And so that is going to be the Instagram if you do want to follow along with that. And then we also do have a new discreet live radio, November 17th. There is a queue for that. There is prices for that. And you can check that out as well. We are here almost every day of the week. We have our podcast Sunday too. See, I forgot about the podcast too. So we do have our podcast Sunday too, where it's just a couple of us WCR members chatting. It's me, D-Bird, and Dice. Possibly maybe some other people in the future. Who knows? Definitely stay tuned. But thank you guys all for submitting your tracks. We appreciate you and love you all and are so happy that you're here. And everybody that came and watched as well live, we do appreciate you as well. Any subs, tips, all of that. Just thank you guys. We wouldn't be us without y'all. So I don't know if you guys want to raid someone or if you have any power to. You don't have the power to raid anyone? All right.
No, you've got to be on the actual Twitch account.
The count is right now in terms of viewers. That wouldn't be much of a raid.
I mean, we get a shout out from T-Pain probably still.
Probably. All right. Well, apparently we don't know how to take people over. I can rate people. Hold on.
Oh yeah, you can. Yeah.
What's the channel name? Who's live? I lied. I know how to do things. Apparently, I have powers that I don't have.
T-Pain's live.
T-Pain is all right.
T-Pain's live.
Let me find him on here.
No, let's go to Dez.
Go to Dez. Yeah.
Big sexy Dez.
Are you sure?
T-Pain's got what? T-Pain's got 10,000 viewers. Dez Des has fewer.
Let me go
Wait,
ahead.
Doll's House is live as well.
Well, Des is our girl.
Yeah, Des.
That's my chica. I don't know if that's. Oh no, invalid username. How do I use this? No, I broke
I am
it.
big sexy Des.
Des is I am big sexy Des.
Oh, you don't have to put the little. You have to put the things in it. Sorry, y'all.
No good.
It says no matches. I can't find it.
What just happened?
I'm hearing little noises. I'm hearing soundboard effects. Roke, are you pushing buttons?
I am too.
I pressed the gas thing, but then it sounded like someone had an aeroplane pass past them.
Well, that's okay. We don't have many people to raid with anyway. So
Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know what's happening here. It tells me I'm invalid. I don't know. Invalid username.
All right, y'all. Love you.
But anyways, thanks for coming. We love you. Have a beautiful freaking week. You're all freaking amazing.